Have you ever noticed that after a breakup, the loyal one stays single until they are healed, while the cheater is already in another relationship? The loyal one is completely invested, and that's why, when it's over, it takes them time to heal and grow. They don't just jump into another relationship because emotionally, they are exhausted and need time alone. Cheaters need more than one partner to feed their ego, so they already have somebody else in line to replace you when the relationship goes bad. Loyal people choose healing over rebounds, growth over games. They build themselves back up brick by brick, while the cheater keeps running in circles, chasing validation from the next person. One learns how to love better, the other never learns at all. That's the difference between loyalty and insecurity. One moves forward, the other just moves on. Be loyal, even if it means standing alone. Your peace is more valuable than a rushed relationship. Drop a 200 if you agree and pass this on to someone who needs it. God bless you. Don't replace me. Just teach me how to be the man you need. Show me what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel loved, what makes you feel seen. I'm not saying I'll be perfect, but I'm saying I'll try. Because real love isn't about finding someone who already knows everything. It's about growing together, learning each other, and choosing to stay even when things aren't easy. I don't want to be just another name in your past. I want to be the man who understands you, who stands beside you, who becomes everything you need. Not because I have to, but because I want to. So if I ever fall short, don't walk away. Tell me. Help me see what I don't, and I promise I'll meet you where you are. Love isn't about trading people in when things get tough. It's about building something that lasts, and I want to build that with you. Drop a 1, yes, if you agree with me, and pass this on to someone who needs it. God bless. You know what hurts the most? I told you I've been hurt. I told you I've been in a dark place before, and I asked you for just one thing, one simple thing. Please don't leave me. Don't break my heart. And what did you do? You looked me in the eyes and said, "Baby, I'm never going to leave you. I love you. I care for you." But you lied, because today you're not here. You left. You walked away, knowing exactly what it would do to me. You put me right back in the place I fought so hard to escape. All I ever wanted was peace. Just someone who truly loved me the way I loved them. I gave you my heart. I trusted you with every broken piece of me, and I would have done anything to make you happy. But you weren't the one, because if you were, you would have never left me shattered. You would have never walked away when I begged you to stay. Love isn't just words, it's action, and real love doesn't abandon. So maybe losing you wasn't my heartbreak. Maybe it was my awakening. When a woman feels unappreciated, she doesn't always leave. No, that would be too simple. Instead, she stays, but she changes. At first, it's quiet. She stops repeating herself, not because she has nothing to say, but because she knows no one is really listening. She stops asking for effort, not because she doesn't want it, but because begging for the bare minimum is exhausting. Her smile fades. Her laughter softens. The warmth in her eyes dims. Not overnight, but slowly. Until one day, she's just a version of who she used to be. You don't lose her all at once. You lose her moment by moment. Until one day, you look at her, and the woman who once gave you her all is now only giving you what's left. Love doesn't vanish in a storm. It fades in the absence of appreciation. When a woman no longer feels seen, when she no longer feels valued, she stops showing up the way she used to. She withdraws quietly, until the emotional space between you grows larger than the love that once held you together. Eventually, the silence becomes louder than words, the distance more evident than any past closeness. And by the time you notice, it's already too late. Because a woman never truly leaves when she walks away. She leaves the moment she stops feeling at home in your heart. I don't need everybody in my life. I just need a few people who truly understand me. People who don't just hear my words, but listen to the silence in between. People who don't just see my smile, but recognize the pain I hide behind it. I don't need a crowd. I don't need empty conversations or forced connections. I need depth. I need realness. I need the kind of people who make me feel safe, who make me feel at home even in the middle of chaos. The kind of people who don't judge me for my past, but walk beside me in my present. The kind of people who don't just celebrate my highs, but stand by me in my lows. I'd rather have one loyal friend than 100 who only show up when it's convenient. I'd rather have one person who truly cares than 1,000 who pretend to. Because life isn't about how many people you know, it's about how many people truly know you. And when you find those rare souls who understand you without explanation, who see you without judgment, hold on to them. Because in a world full of noise, they are your peace. And at the end of the day, that's all we really need. Not everybody, just a few who truly matter. Be a good man, not just a nice guy. A good man stands firm in his beliefs, even when the world pressures him to conform. He doesn't change to fit in or make others comfortable. He stays true to his values, no matter how tough the situation. Being nice is about keeping the peace. Being good is about doing what's right, even when it's hard. It's about having the courage to say no, to stand firm, and to hold yourself accountable. A good man values integrity over approval, honesty over convenience, and character over comfort. He doesn't seek validation. He earns respect through his actions. Nice guys avoid conflict. Good men face it with strength and purpose. They don't just go along with the world. They build their own path. At the end of the day, being good isn't about being liked. It's about being real. Because when you stand for something, you never stand alone.